Heaven High. Today I'm going to be talking about self-exploration. You know, I was, in 1998, I was doing a lecture at a high school, and one of the students after the lecture came up to me and asked me a very profound question. He said, "What is life?" And immediately I said, life is art. It is simple, but not easy. Although the vast majority of people on earth have no idea that living is an art. Since it is an art, it does not just happen by chance. The laws and rules underlying the art must be understood and followed. How? We are taught to some extent how to live, but there is no school where we can learn the art of living. It is a problem because the art of living is tied up with living itself. Your endeavors depends what you believe, your belief system. How important you find it to go more deeply into the self-exploration and about the nature of life is up to you. Since 1998, however, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that something this large, something this encompassing, something this grand would have equally opposing obstacles to overcome. Life is art. It is a natural law, a universal law. Great endeavors are always preceded by great opposition. Although I don't like to quote the Bible, I'm going to make an exception. Because, one, it's been on the bestseller list for many, many years. I don't remember chapter and verse number, but there is the quote, "After much tribulation come the blessings." Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education alone will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent." It wasn't bad, Calvin Coolidge. Together we stand, divided we fall. Also, one of the things we must do is stay focused on the outcome, the intention. Outsiders who have no credibility, who come along and distract us, are a waste of our time and energy. We must move past these obstacles and opposition. We must. Finally, I want to say something about the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. He makes 2 very conclusive and, in my opinion, very true assertions. 1, uncertainty is a gift. This is where the power of creation is its strongest. Therefore, anything can happen, and it's up to us to create it. That is the gift the Creator gave each of us. Life is art. 2, everything in this moment of time is exactly as it should be. All things in the universe are happening in a perfect rhythm at all times. Wow, the vibration of life. This is comforting to me every time I think about it. And as you're listening to this recording, it is my hope before long a great change will take place in our approach to life. And it's my strongest wish that we all can become one in harmony and vibration and move on to victory. As the Scottish poet Robert Burns said, "Oh, to see ourselves as others see us." Well, my Scottish accent's not too good there, but forgive me. Now, close your eyes and try to see yourself. What do you see? If you're like me, you see nothing but dark shadows. I can picture my wife, my sons, my co-workers, and my friends, but I'm having trouble seeing myself. We can see others, but why can't we see ourselves? Well, with the learned process of self-exploration, now you can. Let me ask you, who are you? An actor uses a process called downtime to explore the behavior of the character that he is creating for the stage or screen. Throughout this process of exploration, the actor asks himself questions about the character. Who is he? What makes him tick? Where's he coming from? How does he behave? Why does he behave the way he does? Using this process of exploration, the actor discovers how to reveal the behaviors he needs to portray a full-dimensional character. What is self-exploration? Well, let's explore the possibilities so that we may understand the fundamental principles of who we are. Using this process of self-discovery. Michelangelo, when asked how he sculpted David, answered, "I just chipped away the marble that did not look like a man." In a similar way, we can find our real selves by chipping away what is not truly us. Life is art. Am I my actions? No, I'm not my actions. I am that which acts. My actions are the means I choose to fulfill my outcomes. Am I my body? No, I'm not my body. My body is merely the mechanical instrument through which I function. Am I my mind? No, I'm not my mind. What is mind? Mind is the instrument through which my awareness functions. Mind is a force, a tool through which my intellectual and emotional centers can communicate with my will. Am I my awareness? No, I'm not my awareness. I am that which is aware. My awareness is a state of watchful and vigilant consciousness. I function through my awareness. Then what am I? I am a man or a woman, a work in progress, a unique being who portrays many roles in life. Using my powers of awareness, I am guided by the process of self-exploration to realize my full potential. You are a work in progress and will be until the day you die. That is the journey of life. Mining your mind until the end. To work on yourself, you must be in constant communication with your mind through self-exploration. Hopefully you will find the joy and excitement of constantly working on yourself to attain enlightenment. You will need finer tools and instruments to reach the state of being. You will need a different approach. Albert Einstein said, "Problems cannot be solved at the same level of awareness that created them." You need to start your approach by asking yourself questions. Questions are the lifeblood of self-exploration. Real questions arise from a deep need and inner search. These questions should be practical so they can lead to useful answers and realizations toward your inner growth. Be naive with your questions. Ask yourself questions with attainable answers that can result from a little inner searching. Instead of, "Why am I here?" ask, "What steps am I taking right now that will move me toward my goals?" Start with smaller, practical questions that have easily recognizable answers and put them into practice now. The answers to your questions are the solutions to your problems. By now, you realize that you are in question. You must work on yourself daily in order to answer the questions that will lead to the discovery of your real enlightened self. By observing yourself, you will soon discover that you are living in a mechanical state. How do you turn off the autopilot? By making a conscious decision to take action. Start questioning everything and draw your own conclusions based on your observations. Start staring at life. Tune into what's happening around you. I was making a movie at a University of Southern California. We were on location there, and we broke for lunch, and I went to the cafeteria, and I noticed this young couple, how that he was pushing her trays. They were going and looking at the food. And they were holding each other's hand, and they were so lovey-dovey and so attentive to each other. And I was just mesmerized. I was just so focused because I really understood what true puppy love, true love really meant at that moment. And she turned to me and she said, "You know, it's impolite to stare." And I said, "In my profession, I must stare." Stop criticizing and blaming yourself and others, regardless of what undesired characteristics or motivation you discover. And there will be some. But you need to proceed with your search. When you become aware that you have done the best you can with the tools you have to work with, regardless of your outcomes, you can discover how and why you act and react as you do. Only then can you make meaningful progress in expanding your answers to the questions. The third part of self-exploration is to maintain that active awareness of yourself and your surroundings. When you observe how incomplete you are, how you drift from one direction to the other, you will realize that you must work on yourself constantly, now. Self-exploration requires awareness, honesty, and a constant state of excitement. Come on, go for it. When working with actors on creating a role, I encourage them to use the following process of exploration to create a full-dimensional character. With self-exploration, we can see ourselves as others see us. The following exercise is a tool to gain an awareness of yourself. Use it as a guide to get glimpses of who you are. Observe, question, and think about each of the following areas of self-exploration. Just like I told the young girl, it's my job to stare. Look at life. Then draw your own conclusions based on your observations. Explore the following. 1. Your thoughts and mental pictures. An actor places himself in the shoes of his character, exploring the character's thoughts and mental pictures in order to reveal them truthfully through physical behavior. As an actor for real, you must ask yourself the same questions about the character you are portraying. What are the belief systems behind your thoughts and mental pictures? What triggers your thoughts and emotions, and what outcomes are they leading you to? A thought and mental picture precede each of your actions. Once you become aware of the thoughts, emotions, and pictures that drive your actions, you will be in greater control of your outcomes. 2. Your dialogue. Every word of an actor's dialogue has a specific and dramatic meaning. Everything you say is significant, probably much more than you realize. Be observant of what you say. Ask yourself, why did I say that? Was it to request or share information? Was it to express or elicit an emotion? Was it to feed my inner critic or be critical of others? In other words, what is the need behind everything you say? Examine everything you say honestly and carefully without judgment. Stay neutral. 3. Your needs, motivations, and objectives. When acting in a scene, an actor asks himself, what does my character need? What's my motivation? What's my objective? In the same way, your needs, motivations, and objectives can tell you more about yourself than any other area of self-discovery. Are they achievable? Are they biased? Are they constructive or destructive? 4. Your addictions. When habitual behavior is driven by a destructive need, it is called an addiction. All compulsive actions are based upon a habitual cycle of behavior that can be broken by awareness and self-observation. Ask yourself, what am I compulsive about and why? Is it a need or a want? If you want something, you are on autopilot, unaware of your addiction. Need is a survival emotion, but want is a habit, a superficial whim. If you need to do something, you will do it. Need is driven by the strongest emotion in your belief system, the one that motivates you to survive. What specific emotion is responsible for your compulsive action? For example, depression leading to overeating. Ask yourself, what need am I fulfilling, and what is a more constructive way of filling that need? 5. Your wishes. The great philosopher Gurdjieff said, if you wish, you can. Without wishing, you never can. Wish is the most powerful thing in the world. With conscious wish, everything comes. Explore your wishes by asking yourself, what are the needs behind my wishes? What actions have I taken toward making my wishes a reality? What actions will I take today? Make a 30-day plan. Remember, positive outcomes are wishes brought to fruition through a great attitude and action. The more we explore and understand the characters we play in life, the greater our awareness of human behavior will be. Once you become seriously involved in self-discovery, you will find that there is no adventure more rewarding and exciting, because you are creating the character that will star in your play of life.